What's going on, HPP fam? Welcome back to another episode. This week we are diving into some more cam action. We've got this Chevy Silverado that we're doing a Texas speed cam on, intake manifold, throttle body. If you recognize this truck, we already did long tube headers and a tune. So this thing's going to wake up quite a bit with all the new work that we're about to do with it. We've got a current draw set up, a current draw on that C6 Corvette we need to address. And then we've had some vehicles drop off for tuning. We've got this Ram that's got a drag pack on it, looks pretty sick. We're going to be doing some tuning on that one. And then we have this Tahoe that we're going to be doing some tuning on. And Boo's back, baby! Let's go! So there'll be some updates on Boo. I'll let you guys hear it later this week. But let's get this Tahoe on the dyno because he was here before this gentleman, and then we'll get crack-a-lacking with our day. Stick with us, stay tuned. Let's get after it. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't a Tahoe. We got this 5.7 Hemi on the dyno now. This thing is gnarly. This is a remote tune that the customer wanted to bring it in-house to get it fucking, excuse my language, get it dialed in. He did change the injectors and add a fuel system since the remote tune. So we are tuning it again with new modifications. But, man, this thing sounds tough. Got the wheels on. Woo. I like it. So it's strapped down. Let's get after it. Oh man, it is stinking hot. As you see, the Ram is off the dyno. Gotta dive into that thing. Something's not right. And as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. But aside from that, Gio has been rocking and rolling on our cam job. And he's already got the heads back on. I'm assuming getting ready to torque everything down, or already did?
Yeah, I'm about to torque it down.
So, exciting stuff. Should be hearing this thing fire up tomorrow sometime. So cams in, lifters in, new heads are on. Moving right along on this. Moving right along with our week on a freaking hot ass Wednesday. Removed the fuse for the OnStar in the C6 and it seems to be starting now. So I think we have found the current draw. We also got a brand new battery for it, and that's just because of what the battery that's in there has been gone through. It's under warranty, just get them a brand new one. We've got this 2021 Camaro in for some tuning, but it's got a weird engine sound that I want to check out before we start tuning. And then also, the flex fuel was not working. Found the problem with the flex fuel and got the flex fuel sensor working. So, that part's all good. I'm about to start diving in, and I'm going to pull this side valve cover real quick, take a peek, see what's inside, see if everything looks good. In the meantime, our Chevy truck, ooh, look at this intake. Fast, baby. LSXRT 102. We got the fast intake that's going to be going on it, and an upgraded Keltec throttle body. I believe a Keltec 103. I'll show you. It's a beautiful throttle body. But Gio's getting close. We've got our long tube headers back on her, and right now we're getting the coil packs put back on the motor. So that fast intake will be going on soon. As soon as we get all that wrapped up, get our coil packs on, our spark plugs in, our spark plug wires. Our Chevy is getting closer and closer. Let me show you that throttle body real quick. Oh shit. Mine. That's a pretty one. Nice ability. So you guys missed a little bit yesterday, but not too much. Unfortunately, Gio was out and Ida was out. Sick kids, hurt kids. Everybody's okay, but it was just me yesterday, so I didn't really pick up the camera. Made some headway on some small things on Royce's car. You notice we got nothing dangling no more. Got things reconnected. Figured out where the radiator's going, and what else? Made some adjustments to the intercooler. You're gonna see this car disappear next week for a little bit, and it is going to Frankenstein Fabrication and Garage. They are new to our area. We're fairly new. Been here less than a year. I've worked with him on a few projects already. When I get overwhelmed or I have too much going on, he has been my go-to. Eddie has been my go-to for welding, fabrication. If I'm in a pinch and I need something done right and done quickly, he's been my go-to. So that's been great, and like I said, I love networking. I like to keep as much as I can in-house, but when I find somebody that can do a great job, good customer service, can do a great job, and we work well together, that's great. Share the wealth. It does nothing but benefit everybody, so it's really great when you can do that. So unfortunately, Royce's Corvette has been on the lift for the past 2 weeks and has not been touched too much here and there, and that's just because we're super busy, and it's things that have needed my attention, and I've gotten busy with the remote tuning as well. So because of that, I'm going to sub out the rest of the fab work on this car, i.e. the downpipes for the turbos, and then finish the intercooler piping and mount the radiator. That way, when the car comes back, all that we need to do is finish wiring the car and finish plumbing the car, which we can get that taken care of. We'll schedule in the time for it, and we'll get that done. The C6 Corvette below Royce's car, we got a brand new battery in it. We may still change the battery terminals, but that car sat for 2 days now, and the battery is not dead. So I think me disconnecting the OnStar and cleaning up the grounds has cured his battery draw issue. I still need to check again with the multimeter to see what his milliamp draw is, but I think we got that thing like. It just sucks when you're testing stuff like that. The car's got to sit, you know. You can check it with a multimeter, but at the end of the day, you want to check it. Also, words of advice: if your vehicle is going to sit for more than 5 days, put it on a battery tender. It's just good training, if you will. Our Silverado's come right along. Gio was out yesterday, so no more progress has been made. The shop is kind of a disaster. We've been rocking and rolling. We're gonna have to come in on the weekend and do some cleaning. And then this morning, I've got a pretty gnarly Evo 10 coming in to rent the dyno. So I'm here early this morning, getting cars moved around and getting ready for his arrival. I talked to the owner, Mason, on this Ram truck, and got another unfortunate sob story. Not due to the customer's fault, but due to shops not knowing what the hell they're doing on these Hemis. And he's had the truck he's owned it for I think over a year now, and more than half of that life has been spent at his shop. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to tear into that thing, tear into the motor, find out what's going on, get it resolved. But now that I got an idea of what's been going on, I can plan a course of action to get him situated. And then I gotta get Jilla. I gotta get that one on the dyno at some point. And then same with the Camaro. Yesterday, I repaired the exhaust gasket. So no more weird sound, ticking sound, leaky sound. It's actually kind of funny. You couldn't really tell the exhaust manifold was leaking. But I don't know if you guys remember being a kid and taking a blade of grass and putting it between your fingers and then blowing and making a little sound. That's what it was doing. Coming off idle, it would make a little chirpy sound, and then it would make a chirping sound under deceleration. But during driving and accelerating, no sounds at all. So I found that was pretty interesting. You know, you could see the leak on the manifold gasket once it was removed. But yeah, thought it was pretty interesting. But got that resolved on that car. That car will be hitting the dyno. Fixed the flex sensor on it. Got that working. So that car's good to go. Put it on the dyno, make a few changes, tweak it up. It's an NA deal. And get that one on back to the customer. Hopefully today, maybe. After this Evo gets off, we'll probably throw that one on. But yeah, it's a Friday. Let's get after it. So guys, it is time to dyno. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I left you guys off with an Evo on the dyno. And we didn't talk much about it. So that was a dyno rental. I wasn't tuning it, but I was running the machine. A remote tuner was tuning the car. And that Evo made some power. I think on 46, 47 pounds of boost, that Evo made 850 to the tire. Nasty. Yeah, everything went well. That dyno session went pretty good. That Evo's out picking on people out on the street now. But now it's time to get back to the regular work. And dyno are Texas Speed cammed Fast LSX RT 102 truck manifold, Keltec 103 throttle body, SB cold air intake, long tube headered Chevy Silverado. We also have our C7 Corvette pulled apart. We found a collapsed lifter, so we're going to get everything cleaned up, and we'll pull the other side cylinder head because it is getting a fresh set of lifters and push rods, and that one will be heading back out the door. But in the meantime, let's get this one dynoed.